everyone. Welcome to the 2026 Virtual Poultry Show. This is our youth largefowl judging. Quick thing as we begin. I know a lot of you guys were expecting Ashley Shaw. Unfortunately, we didn't hear from her this morning, and she didn't show up at 10 o'clock. So we're hoping everything is all right there. We'll keep you guys updated. We have Austin Noah willing to step in for us, so that's why we pushed it back just a little bit. And we're very grateful that he was able to come in on such a short notice and judge. If you are new here, we're going to go through all of the entries for the show. You can go ahead, throw a comment for where you're here, where you're coming from, and that you're here, and whether you're just exhibiting, cheering someone on, or here to learn more about poultry. We're really glad that you joined us. Again, I want to thank Austin a ton for being able to come in and literally an hour's notice and judge for us. So we truly appreciate him being able to step in. Also want to thank some of our sponsors. Obviously, as part of Pips and Chicks, we put this on, and then some of the different things that we do are able to fund it. So our auction site, go ahead, go list birds on there if you're watching. You can buy and sell birds on there. We have our poultry management called Poultry Pro. A lot of our judging fundraising came from Poultry Pro and the different subscriptions we have on that. And then our virtual show site. On top of that, we've got several other top sponsors: the American Indio Gigante Breeders Association, Family Heritage Acres, and Poultry Nerds Podcast are all top sponsors for the show. That supports our judging costs. We pay all of our judges as well as the costs for the platform. And then we have quite a few champion and class sponsors. So thank you to Blossom Valley Homestead, the ACBA, American Coturnix Breeders Association, the BZ Quail Farm for being our champion sponsors, and our class sponsors are Chicken Feed News, Ant Hill Farm, Peaceful Freckled Meadow Farms, again the ACBA, Stillwater Poultry, Phantom Farm, HGF Farms, Thieving Otter Farms, and Sweetkin Farms. So if you know any of these people virtually or in person, please give them a huge shout out and thank you. Without them, this show would not be possible. With that, I will let us. Oh, and you may have also noticed that we have Amanda and Addison on with us today. They're going to be clerking and keeping track of questions and anything and any comments that you might have. So if you have any comments while we're judging, go ahead and put them in the chat, and they'll be responding and making sure that we see everyone. With that, I'll let Austin introduce himself, and we can start judging.
Hello, everyone. I'm Austin Noah. I'm from Missouri. I've been showing poultry for about 11 years. I mostly, if you know me, mostly show waterfowl. I do judge county fairs, and I just applied for my judging license to the APA. I am excited to be here, so thank you for the opportunity to be able to judge the largefowl today. I'm excited to see all the amazing birds that the youth have done today, so I'm excited to get started. So it looks like my first class I have is the Americana. I think it's all other standard bred. They look like I have a self blue maybe, and then a splash Americanas. On the Americanas, you really want nice tufts. The tufts are the things are kind of like where the wattles are. You want a nice back. So like on the female over here, it kind of looks like her back is kind of flat and her tail's even with her back. I really wish it was up a little bit more. This male right here is really nice. I really can't see his tufts though, or muffs. People call them different things. I wish I could see him a little bit better, but just by the bodies and how nice he stands with that body, he's going to be my number one, and she's going to be my number two. And then best of variety. So it'd be 1, 2. For this unrecognized variety, it looks like I have another Flash Americanas. I really like the heads on both of these. I like how this one is standing. This one really shows me her tail though. Um, and then this one is a little bit harder to see like the body and stuff because of how she's looking. I like the condition of this bird really nicely. Um, this one, I like her wing. I like how you can see the white in each one of these feathers. I'm like this one, it gets kind of spoiled right here and on the tail. This one looks like it has an even consistency of the white. This one is nice. It has a nice light brown consistency on everything, but it's just hard again to see the like the must to be correct. For this class, just because this one looks like it has a little bit more even white on her, she's gonna be my first. This one's gonna be my second, and then this one's gonna be my third. Um, so out of these two, just I think it's the same. This one's gonna be first and second.
Katrina
Um,
says she loves to see Austin. He's the best.
so, what was that? Sorry.
So Katrina says she loves to see you. You're the best.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, isn't this? Oh no, these are two different pictures. So, like, it looks just like the same people, the same
They do
picture.
look. Both of them look the same.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Um,
But
I
do
will say they kind of look the same, like from like the very first group I judged. This male, now looking at it, it kind of has like a little bit more brown in him. I don't know if it's just because they're two different pictures. I don't know, but this male looks just like the one, but I see a little bit more brown in him. But again, this one uh doesn't have that nice body thickness that I'm looking for. It has like a mixture of brown, light browns and blues. I wish it was a consistency of blue. Um, again, I liked how this one you can see the tufts. Other than this one, I really can't. But again, it could just be because of the picture. But just because of the body size, and I like it looks like a little bit more evenness. I will place them like this. Oh wait, hold on. This is why I think I'm shoot. Okay, scroll down, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot this. Let's read how. Goodness, sorry y'all. So I'm judging all four of these. So comparing this male to this female, I will say I like this female a lot. This female has good characteristics. I like her body. The only thing is, I wish I could see her sideways, like I can see this male. The male has an advantage because I see his side profile other than this. It's kind of giving her a disadvantage, but I do see a consistency of white and black and a nice black going all the way through her body. Unlike this one, it's kind of spotchy. You see how this one isn't evenness as this one? This one will be definitely my fourth place, just because it doesn't have that nice body like these two females do. And then this male has a nice rooster body that we're looking for. I will say this, what's giving this guy a disadvantage is he's getting spotchy right here where that brown's looking through. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a little bit of brown on him. I don't know if that's just because of he's dirty. I don't know if that's his coloring, but he is going to be my second place. She would be my first place, and then she would be my third place. And then Old English Silver Duckwing. Um, she is the only one in this class. I will say her tail feathers, I wish were a little bit better. I wish her, I wish I could see her a little bit better. Let me see. Oh, there we go. So, she is lacking right up here in her neck. Those coloring that I would like to see on a silver duckwing, but her condition could be a little bit better. Um, it's kind of hard to tell how big she is just by um let's see, how do I get out of here? Nope. Ah. Um it's kind of hard to see her. It kind of, I will say, by this picture, I don't know if y'all can see it, but by this picture, it kind of looks like she's a small modern game.
It looks like she's a bantam, but
That's what I was thinking. But just for today, she is the only one in my class. I really cannot say she's like with the picture. I cannot say she's a large fowl or bantam, so I don't want to disqualify her just because I can't tell if she's a large fowl. It might be just because she is in the picture, so she is going to get a 1 today. I'm gonna be really quickly. For some reason, my computer is about to be dead. So let me hold on 1 second. Oh, perfect. My mama's coming. Let's see. All right, mama. Thank you. I'm sorry about that, guys.
That's the mama.
And then
What happened? Did a spider?
other side.
Everything's fine.
There we go. All right, everything's fine. My mama just screams a lot. All right, next group. Let's do it. All right, this is a phoenix. Okay, a phoenix. So on the phoenix, you really like to see the penciling on her. She is very nice in her coloring. If you put her closer up, you see right here in this little area. I wish this was still all silver and it didn't go to brown right here, but it's still very nice condition phoenix. Sometimes you see them not very good condition because I will say they're very hard to condition because of how flighty they are. You will see the males with long tails. Sometimes they're so long that people who show them can't get that conditioning and the tail very right. You also see in a lot of phoenixes the backs be very long. I do see that she isn't that long in the back, but you do see in a little bit of her coloring, it goes all the way back. That silver penciling is very nice in her. I do like her head. Her body's very nice. So today she is my number 1.
Make sure there's no comments.
Oh, see, here's the male. See, you guys, I was telling you about the long tails. In the phoenix breed, that's what you want is that nice long tail. It is very hard, I will say, to judge this guy. He's very hard to judge just because of how he's looking. So far, his head's very nice. His tail's very nice. But again, I can't see his body. Right now, his wing is looking really weird. I don't know. It's just by how he's looking at me, it could be just be the wing. I wish the wing was a little bit tighter to his body. It's I like how even his sickle feathers are right. Those are nice. Everything about him is in good condition. It's just I wish he had a better profile view picture, in a sense. More phoenixes. You can definitely tell. Look at the different colors in these. This one has a little bit more spots and more unevenness. This one has a lot of nice evenness coloring throughout the body. Even her tail is nice and even. This one is just, I would say, just all over the place. This one has a nice big eye. It is a little bit darker to see her face and stuff. This one has a little bit, I would say, even a skinnier face than the other one. Her tail feathers have a little bit of brown in it. If we're going off of, I think this is just a standard phoenix. We are trying to get an even nice coloring penciling. So this is going to be my 1. This is going to be my 2.
Get off there.
And then to finish this group for best variety, all of them are very, I would say, very nice birds. All of them have things that I like and things that I wish could change, but that is, again, judging pictures. You could definitely tell all the females have different color patterns. You could definitely, if you go to a show that have phoenixes, you will see each bird's going to have a different type of color, different type of everything. All of these birds are very nice. I would say I wish the male again was facing like a profile view instead of looking right at me. It might change my degree of how everything is. But for today, this class is what I have. I'm going to be 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So for the unrecognized breed of standard, looks like I have maybe a Ion Samani and a like a lane hen type mixed breed with like a Rhode Island Red and Leghorn. Um, I will say both. It's kind of hard again to judge an unrecognized breed because you don't have a standard to go off of. So you're mostly just looking at the characteristics that a standard bird should have and what you believe they should have. This bird is, I will say, is very long back. Um, very dull in the blackness. I can see that maybe it's just the lighting. Um, I wish I could. I wish it was a little bit more darker for our Iam Samani. Um, this one is nice body shape. It looks like she has a lot of good meat on her. Her feather condition is a little rough. Her head's really nice. I like her comb. This one is holding her tail kind of down. It kind of, you can definitely tell she's very nervous. For today's placing, it's going to be 1 and 2. And then is this the same bird? Yes, a minute.
Go ahead and check.
So she's ranked 1. Um, what is this? Let's see. Oh, best in class. For my best in class is definitely definitely gonna be Pepper. I really like her. She's one of my. I definitely do like her body. I say the only thing that I wish Piper could do is have a side picture, more of a side picture, so I can see her whole body. And then for second place class, it would be Amaru. I like that name. That's a cool name. And then Buckeyes, old females. I have, let's see, 1, 2. I got 2 of them. So on Buckeyes, you both of these are very different pictures. One is going to have a looks like she's trying to peck at the ground, and one of them is going to be standing up. Uh, let's see. Let me look at this one. This one's a little bit darker coloring. Then I will say this one that you can definitely tell this one. I don't know if it's just because of the color, the lighting on this one, but this one is a little bit lighter right here. It goes darker right here. The only thing I can see so far on this picture is the comb. The comb is kind of throwing me off with it going to a point. Um, it is very weird looking. This one at least has a comb. Let me look. I have my standard right here, so let me look and see what that comb's supposed to look like on a Buckeye, just so I can make sure I am judging this class efficiently. I am not afraid to admit that I use some of my standard when I judge birds that I don't know, because I think everybody's still learning, and so it's good for me to look at my standard to have a reference page. So let me find the Buckeye page in the book for a minute. Let's see. American class 15. Okay. So I will say that comb on Coco is wrong. I am seeing on the black wine dot that the comb should be a P shape, medium size, firm, and set closely to the head. This one looks like it's a dinosaur little horn. I will say that one is throwing me off right there. Just by that picture, I will say in the book, it's supposed to be a really dark color. I know Buckeyes are supposed to be really dark. This one, I don't know if it's just the coloring. This one's a little bit lighter to me, but because of she has a nice comb on her. She is going to be placed above Coco.
It's frozen. Put yourself on mute.
So we got Coco and Noodles again. I think they just want me to place them 1 and 2 again. So 1. Okay, what's going on here? Okay. 2, boom, and boom. And then it looks like I have a chanteller. A chanteller is a very white bird, so it does have white. I am seeing on here on my standard that I see very nice standard of her. I wish her wing was a little bit more upper. That is the only thing I see. She has a nice color, nice even whiteness. I don't see any yellow, no dirt. Very nice condition on her. She is definitely going to be number 1 in this class. Even though she is 1, I would still place that one. Is still a very nice bird. Huh, I didn't get to choose a top of that group. Let me go back. Let me see. Did I accidentally miss it? No. 1. Do I not, do I not get to place a... Yes, I want this one to be 1. Next. Oh, wait, here we go. I was like, what is going on? Okay. All right. So in the Delaware, I can already tell that they are missing some of the coloring that I would like to see in the Delaware. Um, in the Delaware, you would want more black around here. It is very lacking in that. Their tail is very lacking in that, and this part right here should not be right there. It should be all white. The only black part should be on this bird. Should be up here, very prominent, very even, right black right here, and a tail should be black, and then right here should be no black. But because it is the only one in the class, it is going to get a 1. Again, this one is very tall. It looks like she is a very tall, very uneven body. I will say I do not like this body. It's just not my cup of tea on the body. Again, it's very lacking in the blackness on her tail. Lacking the black color that I would like to see up here and up here. Again, they still have those black on the wing that should be out of there. It should just be more, and then right here should be more meat. I will say chest. This girl needs a more breast, like right there. It needs to be a even. It looks like she got no air in there, so she needs and then her legs are not as bright yellow as I would like. They're very pale. She just she has a lot going against her. Sadly, she has a big stream to fight against. This one, okay, this one doesn't have the white in the wing, so that's very nice to see. I will say I wish this coloring right here was a lot more blacker, but for what we have, it's very nice. I wish there was a little bit more black in the tail. But I don't know if it's just because of how she's standing. I wish the legs were a little bit bright yellow, more yellowish color. Her face is very nice. I would say this is a nice bird by the look of it. This is definitely going to be a 1 for this person, for Miss Betty. Good job, Betty. And then out of these birds, I'm definitely going to choose Miss Betty to be number 1. It has what I'm looking for, the nice clean white body. I wish the only thing I wish Betty has was a little bit more black up here and a little bit more black on her tail. For my second place bird, it would be this kiddo right here, and then my third place bird would be right here. And then for my best of breed, Miss Betty is going to be my best in breed. And then I think his name is Cockerel is going to be my second place bird. For Jersey Giants, sure. So for Jersey Giants, I it's kind of hard to see this kiddo because of the lighting. It's very dark. It's kind of like it kind of has a long, tall tail. The tail should not go above the head. It should be nice and even, kind of next right here. So it is a little bit taller in the back, I would say, for being a Jersey Giant. But he does have nice blackness. I wish his tail was a little bit more further out than this. I think it looks like he got it caught on the cage or something like that. I wish he was just in a better position, better lighting. He looks like he has good features again for him. It just looks like maybe he is stressed and he's trying to run away. But again, it is judging pictures, and so pictures are a little bit harder to judge. He is the one. Is he the only one in this group? No. Okay, perfect. It looks like I have a blue. All right, for the blues, I do think I wish she is very light in color. I will say I like my blues a little bit darker. I wish she was a little bit more evenness in that blue. It looks like she has going not very much evenness. It looks like she just has light blue and then white and light blue. I wish there was an evenness of that blue color in her. She does have a nice body. I will say very nice body color, very nice body structure. I wish her feet were a little bit better. Her leg color could be a little bit better. A little bit darker, I would say. Up here is very nice blue, and then when we get down here, it looks like we just got washed away and stuff. Her head is nice. Her nice round eye is very nice. I do really like her. It's just, I think, in my opinion, and just by looking at the picture, she is a little bit lighter of a blue than I would say is a true, like a blue coloring. But for what I have here today, she is very nice. To compare these two, I will say they're very different Jersey Giants, in my opinion. You have a bird that is very dark. You have a black bird in a dark color picture, and then you have a light blue bird that is in a nice green picture, and I see a butt right here. I will say both of them do have advantages and disadvantages in this class. Like I said, she has a nice body. This one I feel like isn't as big and as conditioned as she is. I wish the tail, for me, is a little bit too high up. I wish it was not. I wish it was nice and leveled. Like I wish her back was on him with that tail would be nice. For what I have here today, I will say just because I don't just because I think she's a little bit lighter does not mean she isn't better than him. So she is going to be 1 and he's going to be 2, just because I like her body and I like her structure over his structure and body. And then a Plymouth Rock. The Plymouth Rock is a very unique bird because you want evenness. You want to see those white lines. You want to see those markings on each of those feathers. I will say, just looking at this, she is a very small bird. Very I really I can see where some of it is nice and white, where you can see it. Then up in this wing area, you really get lost in that nice barring. I will say her tail for me is a little rough. So that is just my opinion on her. I I wish her coloring was a little bit nice and smoother. Um, I wish she just had a. I wish her picture. I wish she was having a better picture, just because she does look very small in this picture. Um, she doesn't look like she has like an even tail, like a nice back. She is looking at me, and I can only see that her face is very small. I wish it was a little bit nicer skull structure. Her comb is kind of bigger, in my opinion. I don't like this little snudge right here, this little poop poop bloop bloop. Nope, I do not like that. I wish it was all nice and even. Um, but for what I have here today, it is a nice bird. There's just a little bit of flaws that I could wish we could change about her. Um, a s I have a silver plate. I have a Plymouth Rock silver penciled one. Um, she is nice. I do like the penciling. Let me see. Can I get it bigger? Perfect. Okay. So perfect. I can see the penciling. Very nice penciling. If you look at her, she has that nice penciling and some of these feathers. I will say even looks like it goes all the way almost to her tail. It does look that good. Her sickle feathers are nice. Um, Everything is nice about her. Her head is nice and structured. Bone structure is very nice. Her body, I wish it was a little bit better. I wish it went down and then a nice even lay of back. But there's a little hump and then down. I wish her tail was up a little bit, but I wonder if she's just a little scared, and that is okay. We understand it's scary to take pictures. My birds do not like taking pictures either. Um, if you look at her top of her head very closely, you can see that it kind of gets washed out with these. It's a really white, like or silverish penciling. I wish it was more known up here with this. That's what I wish. But for today, what I have here today, she is a nice bird. She has a nice head. She has a nice structure. She is going to be number one. I have a Plymouth Rock White. This guy, he is gorgeous. Um, that I do like him. He has a nice body. He has he has a nice structure. I don't know if it's just because of the picture, but it doesn't look like he has. He looks like he has a triangle. If you guys see that, like boom, boom. I wish it was a little bit more of a concave and make it a little bit nicer. It looks like I don't know. It looks like he has a straight back and a straight neck and a straight back. I wish it was a little bit even. Maybe that's just because he is looking at us instead of sideways. I can't see his neck all the way down, but that back looks like it's a straight triangle. I can put like a ruler and it'd be straight up and down. Um, Very unique type. I again, maybe it's just a picture. He does have nice white. It doesn't look like he has any yellow in him. He doesn't look like he has anything. His feet, I will say, are a little bit paler than I wish. I wish they were a little bit more yellowish. Um, he has a nice skull structure. He is going to be number one. Um, I it's just the back is like I wish it was a little bit more of a evenness. It looks like it's just a point. So I have to choose. These are my white ones. Um, let's see. I have just two of them. Oh nope. Okay, how is it already placing them? I don't know. I did not place them. I did not place this like this. I didn't even talk about them. Sorry about this. I don't know what's going on. So out of these three, it just placed them for me. I will go back and change it because I will say Snow has a weird isn't posing as good as I wish she was. She is looking at me. I will say the one that stood out to me the most is this girl right here. She is definitely beautiful. She has that nice white body, nice yellow legs, nice skull structure. I mean, um, she will be number one. I will say this one's gonna be my third, and then she can stay second. The reason why she's staying second, is because she is a little bit more dirtier than her. She does have a nice body. Um, Her condition, I will say, is a little rougher. Just by saying that, um, you can definitely tell. Look at that. This has a nice even structure back. Um, this one looks like it just you. I like her back on her. She has the definition of what a Plymouth Rock back should look like. She has too much of a curve in her back for me. This one could be okay on that back. It's just that tail is throwing me off right here, and then her looking at me is also throwing me off. So that's what made her go third. And then for my old female, she is nice, very nice condition. I will say I wish this area was a little bit cleaner back here. I wish her legs were a little bit. It looks like I wish maybe it's the lighting, but it looks like they were yellowish. But I wish they were a little bit more prominent yellow. Like and then nice skull structure right here. Very nice back. All the male, I was trying to tell you that it looked like a point, and then boom, she has that nice structured flow to her. It doesn't look like a point and then point. I'm time to choose my best in variety. Um, see, look at that. There is. You can definitely tell it right here. Like this one has a nice boom, and this one boom boom. That's just um, out of my opinion. I will say out of these four birds that I have here today, my favorite one would be definitely this young female. She's just everything I'm looking for in a Plymouth Rock white. Um, Nice body, nice skull structure, nice back. Definitely my number one. I will say out of these, this one or the male up here, I will say he takes the cake, and then she will take third, and then fourth is over here. And then out of these two, or wait, let's see, out of these three, I definitely will say, just by the condition, just by the body, just by everything I'm said today with the Plymouth Rock, it will be 1, 2, 3. And that was for best of breed. And then for American Rhode Island Reds, um, these guys are very beautiful, very known to be big and bulky, and just very nice. Both of these right here are very nice males. Um, the problem with another problem with pictures on these type of darker breeds is you really can't see the details that you are looking for in a breed like this. You're looking for more of a detail in person type of thing. Um, so you want like color in the tail. You want some color. You want some nice stuff that you can't really see in pictures. Both of these males, I will say, are very beautiful, very well bred Rhode Island Red males. You definitely can tell they're loved, definitely cared for. I will say you can definitely tell that this one has a little bit of pecking on the comb. I don't know if I don't think it's frostbite, because frostbite would be more up on the points. It looks like he got pecked at on the side. You can definitely tell this one, the combs on these two are very different. that's what pokes at me the most. I will also say the chest on each of these. If I don't know if it's just because this one's posing, this one looks like for being a male has not these feathers that you're looking for. This one has like a skinny breast. Like you see how like this one has a nice breast. This one has more prominent points on his comb than this one. This one looks like it's just one and then little hoops, if you know what I'm talking about. Um, but both of them are very nice, very well conditioned birds. For me today, it's going to be 1 and 2 on these two guys. Um, just for that, and then, well, I will say I like the tail on this one. Hold on, I might switch them. I do. I will say this one is a little bit like I like the tail on this one. His comb is a little bit better. So yeah, I'm gonna switch them and put this one 1 and this one 2. Sorry guys. So this one I'm gonna they're the same. This one I'm gonna put male 2 1 and male 1 1. That's cool. There we go. I, I think they just switched them. I think they're trying to trick me. I don't know. I think that's what they're trying to do because those are the same pictures. So I'm just gonna keep them in the same placing. I don't think I would change it. I don't know. Again, I don't know. Boom, boom. What is going on? Ah, there we go. Okay. A Wyandotte. Okay. A silver lace Wyandotte. So, if you, this one, I'm sorry, I hate to say this. This is a terrible picture. I'm going to say it. I wish whoever took this picture, I wish they would have redone it. Um, I will say this. I can't even see the tail. I can't see the head very well. Um, all I can see is I will say the wing. I believe I can't, it's just not a very easy picture to judge. Um, I can see that they have nice gold lacing in here. I really can't really say anything else because of how the picture is. I can't even see the feet. I really wish if I was in the open show, if this picture was in the open show, it would be a disqualification just because I can't really judge it. I will say, I hate to say that, but for today, it is going to be a 1. Um, I will say I like the head. Like I can see a nice head. It's just hard to see the head, and so it gets a disadvantage. And I also don't even see the whole rest of the body. I just see this part, and I need the whole body to make a um, good like standard presentation of it to get it judged. Wyandotte unrecognized variety. Again, it looks like some of its tail. Um, Hopefully, not some of the feet. Um, this one looks like it's going to be another one where I can't really judge it correctly because I'm missing some of the tail, and it looks like if that's all the picture I want to get, it's gonna miss half of the body. Um, I definitely tell if this again. It is hard to judge an unrecognized variety in a bird that you don't know because there's no standard for it. This kind of has like the body of a Rhode Island, like the coloring of a Rhode Island red in a sense. I color this would be. Both of them are lacking that Wyandotte back. I will say, if anything, this one might have a little bit more of a Wyandotte back than this one. This one just has too flat of a back. But again, it's hard to judge this one when I don't have the whole body in judging orders. So just by default, I am going to put this one
Austin, I'm gonna
first
have
and this
you
one second.
Austin, I'm gonna have you refresh your page really quick. There was a bug, so we recently let people upload more than one picture, and some people
Uh-huh.
entered like 2 or 3 pictures if they couldn't fit it all on one, and there might be more attached to that. If you refresh your page, it should show if it has more than one allowed or not, or like more than one picture attached with it. Some people still had birds that were cut off.
Yes.
But we just had that in the quail because quail
I'm
require,
refreshing my page, so let's see.
yeah, we just had that. Quail require 3 pictures, and there were some that were showing up as just one because they entered the photos individually. So we got it fixed, but
Oh. I have to. Oh God, I'm gonna have to restart. Hopefully, I don't.
it'll save like all of your placings and like everything that you had up to this point.
So sad if I have to
It'll probably have you re-sign in, yeah.
restart.
I will pull that off while it's loading.
Attachments. How am I gonna know if there's a like? Do I click on it? Do I click on the picture? If let's say there is more pictures attached, do I just click on it?
Yep, you can click on it, and then there'll be like 3 little things. Like it'll say like the different photos on the bottom. You also, there's like a little drop down, so instead of like you can scroll through like the tabs instead of going group by group if you want.
Okay, let's do that. Because I was on Wyandots.
I was gonna say.
It's on unrecognized. Okay, here we go. Ooh, come on. No. Okay. Oh, no. That's great. Yep, it's just gonna start scrolling. I don't even know. I'm not even touching it, y'all. Let's go back up. Go back up.
It might be just taking a bit. Yeah. Sometimes the computer at work, we say the computer's eating itself because it just it's thinking too hard, and then it gets in a whole spiral. And it just doesn't doing stuff.
No. I went right there. Ha! Perfect. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, Rhode Island Red. So yeah, I already judged the Rhode Island Reds. I think Rhode Island Red, and then it goes Wyandotte. Oh gosh, what's going on now? What happened?
I think it's just it just reloaded accidentally. Go ahead to judging on the top.
Did it just cancel on me?
It might have.
Oh no, I can't even hear it now. Hello? Anybody out there? Let me refresh. Let me just refresh the page. I have to sign in, y'all. I have to sign in. Okay, let's sign in. Okay. And then can I just hit wind dot and it go to a wind dot? That'd be nice. Let's see. Can I just hit the wind dot? Nope. All right. We will have to hit start bird. All right. Then we're gonna go up. I'm working through this, y'all. That's what we're doing. We're working through this, and then we're gonna hit this, and I'm gonna slowly scroll. Don't go too far, Austin. Just scrolly. Do 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 do. We're getting there, y'all. We're almost there. We're almost to the wind dots. Oh, oh, oh. Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. Oh, 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 and it's going. There it goes. Bye. And there it goes. I don't know what's going on, why it does this to me. We're just going to exit and just go through each group. Yep, we're just going to go through each group. If y'all are seeing this, I'm so sorry. I'm better at technology than this. I am a 21-year-old who knows how to use technology. Okay? It's just this technology doesn't like me. Okay, next group. Ha! All right. Okay. So you're saying if I click on this, oh, it does say 2. Sorry about that, y'all. I didn't even notice that. Oh, there it is. All right. Let's see what. Okay. Okay. So again, both of them cut off his head. I'm just gonna say that right now. Both of them cut off his head. Oh, sorry about. Both of them don't really show his back. As like the first picture does kind of show his back a little bit nice. This picture, because he is leaning down, um, makes him look flat back. And it looks like, if that's a good wording for it, I'm just going to say he's a flat back. His gold, I will say, for a gold lace Wyandotte, he does have a nice gold lace in him. I will say the second picture did help him a little bit, but at the same time, I really can't see that Wyandotte face. So he is still going to be one because he's only silver waist. But now that I know that there's two picture when it comes to best in breed of the Wyandottes, I will go look and see what he looks like compared to the rest of them. Are we still? If can my clerks hear me, or am I just talking to myself? It'd be so
Yes, we can
embarrassing
hear
if
you.
I'm just like,
Yeah, we can
oh, good, okay, thank you so much. I am so sorry. Perfect. All right, so now I was a tri-bird. I was just like, oh gosh, what if my computer went down and I'm just out here talking to myself?
Yeah, my mic
So
was off.
let's
Keep making
see.
noise.
This one has two pictures. I will. Perfect. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, here we go. Here's picture two. Let's see what picture two looks like. Okay, I see a little bit more body picture. Let's see. Let's get this body picture looking good. Oh, okay. So this is a little bit nicer picture. I do definitely like it. I'm glad they get that. It is the lighting is kind of harder because he is a darker picture to see. I do like how they put the white up. He does have a nice body to him. His head is nice. Very nice coloring again because watch there is none for this variety that they are showing under. Let's see, this one has two pictures. Let's see what they look like. It looks like the second picture nice back. I definitely enjoy it. Um, his head is nice. Another thing I understand they're trying to get him up. I wish this part was not in the picture, but overall I do like that boxy. It's better than some of the ones that I have seen in the past. We are now definitely changing my answer because I do look like I put him 005 second. We're gonna put him first, and we're gonna put him second, and then okay. Let's see next. Let's go. Did I hit next? I hit next. I have to rank him again. So okay. One, two. Going up. Next. And then we get to place him again. And again, he is going to be my number one. And he's going to be my number two. Um. Oh, okay. I think this is going to be my champion class. Okay, perfect. So, for champion class of the American class, I have a couple of good standing people. I have, let's go through them all again and just make sure everybody knows who I have. Um, we're gonna make sure I got everyone. Perfect. Perfect. That nice Rhode Island Red right here. Again, all of these that are in my final are definitely deserve to be in the final. Um, they all have characteristics that I do like and I definitely enjoy. Um, I definitely really enjoy the Rhode Island Red. I enjoy this female right here. She is a pretty girl. She's very beautiful. I definitely enjoy her. This there's another one up here that I kind of enjoy, but that was lacking in marking. It was this Delaware, the female Delaware up here that I saw. Has nice markings. It's just lacking in the colors. Um, and then this This Chandler is really nice too. I will say for my first place in this for best American, I will be going with this female White Rock. She is just gorgeous in my opinion. For second place, it is going to be this female right here. If I can get to her. Um, Third place is going to be the Rhode Island Red. Um, I just really enjoyed him. He had nice body, nice tail. I just wish I could get my hands on him to see the detailings that I want in a Rhode Island Red. Um, okay, let me stop at him. He's right here. Okay, it's not. Let's go. Come on, go down. I just need biscuit right here. Let's go down. Let's go. No, 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 no. Okay. He's my third place bird. I will say my fourth place bird is going to be the next Rhode Island Red. Um, he is gorgeous. I will say my fourth place bird will be this male right here. Oh, yeah, I went fourth. Wait, no, he should be fifth. Wait, yeah, he should be fifth. I think. Let me see. Make sure I did that correctly. Yeah, one, third, fourth, fifth. For my, and then that would be make sure she's my one. And the Chandler's 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. Perfect. We got them all judged. I got Brahmas now, so we're in the Asiatic class. I do like how this lady has, this kiddo has her wings spread out. Um, it definitely gives me a nice look at her wings. Make sure there's no split wing. Um, Make sure that I can see the coloring. You can definitely tell on these wings that there is some unevenness. So like here's like some a black feather right there. Um, I will say she is lacking in body. She doesn't look like she's very buffy. She looks kind of on the smaller side for a Brahma, definitely a large fowl Brahma. She is definitely spotty in her buffness. Her lacing up here is nice, but I wish it was a little bit more evenness. It kind of just looks like there's just blackness and with a little bit of gold lines in it. I wish it was more prominent in that. Um, she is going to get a one. Now I have to make my eyes make sure I see if there's one or two photos. On another buff, this one has a nicer. I wish it was again. I wish I could see a 5 pick, but this one looks like it's a little bit more meat buffier. I know she's an old hen, so she definitely has grown to be maturity. I wish I could see the side piece. Her tail looks like there's no tail. It looks like it's just there. Um, you could definitely tell what I was talking about in the last picture where there was no like consistency. This one, I wish it would let me zoom in on her. Right, how it does. Look how it does look like she has a little bit more evenness on those penciling. I definitely enjoy that. Um, I wish I could see like how the other one did, where she opened up the wing. That's a great idea. Um, I definitely enjoy that. I just wish I could see the body better on this picture. Because she does look like she's very nice, and buffy on for a Brahma. And again, on the Brahmas, it's really hard to judge a photo because you really want to get them out, check the feet, check the wings, make sure there's no split wing, make sure there's nice evenness pattern. So pictures definitely don't give them justice. Just by these two pictures, I definitely enjoy how this one gave me some different viewpoints, but I definitely just like the body size on this female right here. So that's why she's gonna get the one. There's more evenness in the penciling up on her neck. Here's a dark Brahma. Oh, look how buffy this guy is. See that? God, the sun's in my eyes. Is a nice uh size Brahma. Nice skull structure, very nice body. I wish again. He is in a weird lighting. It might just be me now thinking about it. Um, he is very nice. It is hard to see his coloring on here, but I definitely enjoy what I do see. It's very nice on that part. He is definitely gonna get a one. And and then here's the female. The female, I definitely see a little bit better in this picture. You definitely can see the penciling in this female. Um, I do see a little bit evenness in her. Her skull looks nice. Her head looks really nice. It does look a little bit splashy right here, but that could just be how it is in the picture. Um, it does look like she has a nice body size, nice everything going for her on there. If I had to choose out of these two pictures, it's very hard to say just by the pictures. But what I have here today are very two nice, very birds. I am just going to go with what I can see and what I feel is correct. Like feel, in my opinion, is going to be this male and this female. The reason why I chose the male or the female is because I feel like he has a nicer, even body structure. I feel like his coloring is a little bit more even on him. This female does have a nice body. It's just this one has a little bit more nicer structure that I like to see on a Brahma. Nice big skull, uh, nice body, nice everything. She does have a nice body. She just on the smaller side, and it just could be just that photo. Come on, let me speak. There we go. A light Brahma. Um, uh, Again, light Brahmas are hard because you have to have that white in that white with that black in certain areas. So there, if you have different, if it's unevenness, you can definitely tell because it's a white bird. I can already tell that there is some spots right here in this bottom. Not very much evenness on the tail. The tail's not really full out. The wing is kind of. I wish it was more put together. The penciling is a little bit good, but I wish it was more prominent. I wish it went kind of like the head is not as thick as I wish. She does have a nice chunky body. Don't get me wrong. It's just it kind of it doesn't look. It looks like she's squatting or something, so I can't really get a good full view of her if that makes sense on her. Um, it's just she is a nice Brahma. It's just hard to judge her because she's not standing. It looks like she's sitting, and she's kind of like in a weird angle where she can't like. It's like I don't know if she's sideways or straight at me because she is turning her head, and so it just makes her look very unpresentable in my opinion. Did I not hit it? Oopsie, sorry guys. Maybe I did not hit her number one. Okay, for best in breed out of the Brahmas, uh, it's going to be a little tricky. It will be just based on how they look, how their body is presenting today, how um, the lighting of the picture is, and how they are looking. I would definitely say this one, the male that I chose, the dark Brahma, has that nice body, that nice skull structure, the nice uh, Gosh, what's going on here, y'all? It's doing it again. Hold on. Let me think about it.
I think they can. I think you froze for a bit there. We'll just wait and let his internet catch up for a second.
I will say I really like the way he explains everything, especially for
Yeah.
a youth show. I'm sure the kids really appreciate that.
Yeah, going through one by one is really, really helpful.
Yes. And Addie has really enjoyed and has been like looking at her standard while she's listening to him talk. So it's really funny. It's very cool. It's very educational.
Yeah, we're really lucky to get him in. Yeah,
It's
have
very
him
good.
judge. If I had to guess, I'd think that his computer might have crashed.
Oh
A lot
no.
of stuff going on because it's still frozen, and then his screen is still frozen too. Yeah, it's hard from like the back end side because it's to load all of the pictures takes a lot for everyone watching. Takes a lot of like power for your computer to be able to do. And so we have a couple things in place, like buffers, so it'll only load so many pictures at once. But if you try and yep, I was gonna say it came out of the chat, so it's likely that his computer crashed. Usually just means that it's got a lot going on, and then the streaming on top of trying to load the pictures sometimes can crash it depending on what kind of computer you're using. Shoot him a message. We'll take a 15-minute break if we want to come back at like 12:05 to 12:10 and just let him reload the computer. It's about lunchtime here anyway, so if anyone wants to grab lunch and come on back, you can do that.
Has the youth waterfowl been fully judged?
Yep.
They're done. Okay.
Yep. Everything else is through except for the large fowl at this point, and mostly just because we started late with the large fowl. So yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll put a timer on for 15 minutes, and then we can come back. Just a quick online timer.
All right.
And then we'll share this. All right, we're coming back into it. Austin, let's see if we can get you logged in again.
Okay. Like I said, I
Whoop, we lost him. That is odd. We will try. Because he was on the call for a little bit. I think he grabbed lunch. Nope, here we go. Hey, Austin, you're back.
Okay, what's going on here? I am so sorry, y'all.
You're all
I'm
good.
so confused right now.
I was gonna say, is your internet like, is it like a funky day with like the clouds or like overcast or something where your internet goes in and out?
No, it's a really hot day. So, but my computer's like the computer says it's fully like interneted. So
Nope, we're gonna lose
there
him
it goes
again.
again. I think.
Nope, he came back.
And so whenever I leave this area, I think. Let me try it. See, when I go over here, it stops, doesn't it?
It's still going now.
What's
Oh, nope. It's cutting out.
so when I go on to the web, Mom, I might have to go in there. Let's see if this works. All right. Does this work? Maybe because I'm
It's
outside.
loading now.
Let's try it like this. All right. Sorry about that.
Nope, it happens.
That's right. Our house we ran out of AC, so I was trying to be outside because we have no AC in the house. So I was trying to be outside where it's nice and kind of cool. But if it works in the house, then we're gonna be in the house.
Okay. Yeah. Technology has a mind of
All
its
right,
own.
perfect. And then I just want to say when I go to the virtual show portal and I'm logged in, it doesn't show up on the top where it says, do you see my screen? Let me present my screen.
Not yet.
Okay, share screen. So like when I show my screen like this and I go to the tab, it doesn't I'm logged in, but it doesn't show my judging thing anymore.
Go ahead and scroll down a little bit and click on the 2026 show. Yep, you're all good.
That's again embarrassing.
No, I think most of the judges had the same thing. They're like, it doesn't show the judging tab. I'm like, you gotta, because the way we have it is if we have like the same judge year after year, they can still see just that year's thing. They don't get the year before it or any other shows on there.
Let's see. Then I'm gonna go back to the dark Brahmas because when the internet was going out, I was looking and I got closer up on that dark Brahma and the female's a lot better than the male.
There we go.
There we go. The male is nice, but wait, I'm not live. I'm so sorry, I'm not live yet. So there we go.
You had it. There you go.
Perfect.
You're good. You're good to just stay on that page and keep going.
Perfect. All right, perfect. So, like I said, when I was glitching out, what you guys didn't hear me, I was looking at this female, and I saw that the penciling on her went all the way back to her tail, and that's what we really like in those females. And so I went back and I swapped these two because I do believe this female is a little bit nicer than this male right here. She's gonna stay the same. And then for my best, it should be my best in breed. Yeah, so my best in breed is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is 4, 5. So the reason why she's first is I really like how her penciling goes all the way. You can almost see it in this picture, all the way back to her tail feathers almost. And it's even and nice and even. The male's second, of course, because he has that nice body, the nice shape. The only thing I don't really see on him that I was like shocked that I really couldn't see now looking at it more is that the feathers on his feet are not very prominent like you see on most of some of these other breeds. Like this one, you can't really see its feet, but like on him, you can't really see the feathers on his feet, and it's kind of shocking. I will say, like they're there, and so I just can't see them very well. So I'm gonna go to the next group. Is my coaching. So black coachins. All right, already by look of it, I can tell how these pictures really change the body shape of the birds. So like this one isn't looking at the camera, it's looking away, and you can see that body. This one's looking at and it changes that body completely up. This one has long legs, honey. Long legs and no body. Like literally, boom. It's like a tree. I'm gonna say that's a tree, honey. There's no body. Like what's going on? So that it just miseven. I'm just gonna say it's uneven body. For me today, this one's gonna be second. This one's first, second, third. For the females, the young ones, I have a good group.
Oh no! Hopefully it loads again.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Are they good?
It's working now.
Yep, we're good.
All right, we're good. Okay, good. Okay. These females are very nice. I really enjoy the females. This you can definitely tell how the background changes everything. So like, here's another. I can definitely tell this girl matches that male over here. I will say this female is really nice. I like her body. I like her shape of it. I like how I can see the feather condition very nice. She's going to be number 1 in my opinion. Number 2, I will say is going to be this one. This would be number 3, 4, and 5. For old females, I only got one. She's very nice. She's a very nice female. Nice skull, nice body. The wing is very nice put there. Very nice condition. I don't see any defects or disqualification. I don't see no vulture hawks or anything like that. It is kind of hard to tell when you don't see you can't pick up the bird, but so far very good. Best in variety, I will say is I will definitely say just by how they all are, it will be my best in variety. Just because I like how her condition is. Her body's very nice and even. I will say she's gonna be number 1. The old female is gonna be number 1. The male is gonna be number 2. The young female is going to be number 3. 4, and 5. For Orpy, this is a Asiatic Cochin. Oh, sorry. This is a buff. I will say this kiddo is lacking a lot of Cochin features. I definitely see a mix of Cochin and Orpington. That's why I almost said Orpington, but it's a Cochin. Definitely looks like might have Vulture Hawks somewhere right there. Very hard to tell. Just not very even bird. No Cochin tail, no Cochin back. Very non-Cochin like. I will say for this for a Cochin breed, it needs to be a little bit more Cochin-y. Because it is the only one, it is going to get a. This one does have a little bit better structure. You can definitely tell the difference if you look at her and look at this kiddo. More even body, a buff, more back, more skull structure. Very, I would say this is a lot better than the previous one. Out of these two, I will say Chick-fil-A is is my number one, and then Hen 5 is my choice 2. I have a Silver Lace Cochin. Again, missing the Cochin characteristics. It looks more of a Brahma, in my opinion. This is definitely more of a Brahma. I don't see the cushion tail. I see more of a straight feather tail. I can't see the feet, but if I did see the feet, it would look more of a Brahma type of foot. Definitely, I would say this is more of a Brahma than a Cochin. Just by those things alone, I will say it definitely missing the characteristics of that Cochin. Like it has a long back, no cushion. It is going to get a 1, but if it was in the open class, if it was in a different, it would be. I would say this would be a disqualification in a Cochin standard because there's no Cochin characteristics. Just because I don't want to disqualify it because that is not okay, in my opinion, to do in a youth show. I just want to say that if this was in an open show, it would be definitely not getting judged today in a different show. A Silver Lace Cochin. These two, again, really don't have... They had that cushion tail, but no Cochin structure. It doesn't have that Cochin back that I would like to see. I also know second photo, so I can't see the feet. They are all lacking that Cochin poof, I would say, in the back. If I'm looking at just their body posture and how they are supposed to be, I will say none of them really have my eye out. I will just say that. So they are missing. There is a lot of splotchiness. These two look like the same photo. I think they are the same photo. So it looks like these are exactly the same photos. They're exact same name. I will say it is silver laced. Is it better than this one? I would have to say yes because I can see a little bit more of the body in these. I would do 1, 2, and then I'm gonna say 3 on that. Because I think that's the same bird, so I disqualified the second picture because it looked like the same exact bird. For the Silver Lace Cochins, I will definitely be going with the one that looks like a Cochin. It would be this kiddo right here, be 1. Okay. This one, 2, and 3. So, for the best in breed coachings, I will say it's definitely going to be my reserve of breed and best of breed will be these two. So, best in breed, reserve of breed. My next choice would be this hen right here. My next one would be this ghetto. And then it would be this one. And if you want an expiration, it just this one meets the standard more. It has that coaching look, that coaching back, that coaching poof. Um, if you look at this compared to like this and compare it to like this, you can definitely tell that this different structure size actually, and it's kind of cool to like compare like this guy that looks like this kiddo that looks like he is a purebred show quality coaching compared to like someone that could be considered a smaller bantam coaching. For best Asiatic in my class, I will definitely say it's definitely gonna be this hen right here, reserve, just because I do believe I can see the picture better. I feel like in today's virtual show. I think that what is going to be the deciding factor of any of these classes is going to be how the pitcher looks to the judge and how the two coaching pitchers look. They came across very beautiful, very well taken, and very well like they knew what they were doing. And the coachings came out to play today, and they came out hard, and they deserve. They definitely took the champion of the Asiatic class. For the continental class, we're starting off with some cavicores. A lot of times people get cavicores. If I might be saying it wrong. I'm so sorry, Angela Hands. I know you show cavicores. I might be saying it wrong. A lot of people are going to mix up with the Polish. The deciding factor is one is going to have 5 toes, one's going to have 4 toes. Today, you definitely can tell by picture. Again, we're in the picture class. Why and how should you take a picture of a bird not looking at you when you're taking a picture? You can see how this one guy with it not looking at me has a nice body, nice structure. With him looking at me, it ruins his whole profile. So just by that, they both have very nice V combs. You can see that has a V comb. You really can't see that V comb on this one, but you can definitely see it. I'm just gonna do a 1 and 2, just because I like the body of this one a little better than this one. This one, I will say they might have to watch it. I will say watch it for this kiddo. You see how like these have like nice, not very tall, nice even backs. This one, you might want to watch it. Whoever this is, this could be considered. I don't know if it's just because it's in a cage, but this could be definitely considered squirrel tail, in my opinion. Just by looking at it, I would be scared to be considered squirrel tail. Squirrel tail. Sorry if I'm saying it. Squirrel tail is definitely something that you need to look out for. You definitely do not want that in your line. It's definitely could ruin your whole breeding program if you have a squirrel tail in it. Gosh, I will say 2 totally different cavicores, 2 totally different ones. This one has a nice back, nice posture. This one kind of has a flatter back. I will say this one's a little bit more dirtier than this one. I like this head. This one I do like. I like this. It's just the posture. Like you can definitely tell this one was taken. The camera's looking down on the kiddo, and this one is looking out. You can just tell by these different photos how different they are, and how they make the body look. Like this one is just crazy. It's kind of cool actually. Without feeling the kiddos, you can't really tell. This one looks very skinny compared to this one. This one looks like he has a full crop. This one looks like even has white on it. I don't know. Can you guys tell if that's white feathering or is that just water? In my opinion, it looks white. That would be a no-go in the you should not see white. No white. if that is your bird. I don't know if whoever this is, you might want to watch out for that. It does look like there's a white feathers on there. Is this best in breed? For best in variety, sorry guys. For best in variety, I am going to go with these two up here. I definitely enjoy those two the best. I definitely feel like they fit the standard a little bit better. We're going to do one. Okay, come on. Nope. Oh no. That's going to be my last one. Because I'm scared of the squirrel tail. I will say the squirrel tail in a breed is very disqualifying. 2, 1. Perfect. All right. I got best in breed. So best in breed, again, just 1, 2. The reason why I chose these two as my reserve and best in breed is because I feel like they fit the standard pretty well compared to the other ones. I really like how this tail is full. This one looks like it got cut off. It doesn't look very nice. I like all the characteristic of Edgar is really nice. This is a Pharrell, Simon Pharrell. Oh, look at the difference in these two guys. You can definitely tell, like, totally different. And then we have this one. Oh my goodness, look at him. He is gorgeous, y'all. Like, gosh, y'all. Like, you see how, this one, yeah. This one just, stuff that I do not like about him, I will say, is one, the photo really can't show me the whole body, can't really show me what is good. You see how this one has the nice even gray, then this coloring, and then it goes evenness. And you see how like this one's spotty right. You see how this one's spotty right in the wing. She's gonna be my second place, or these are he's. Sorry, these are he's, young males, and then this one is gonna be my first place one. These are my young females. Let's see what I have in the young females. Again, very, very different ones. You can definitely look at that. Like all of them are very different. It is nice to see different varieties. I will say this one is not the right colors. It doesn't have very much feathers on the feet, so it is going to be. Let's see, there's 4 of them. So she is going to be my last one. This one has too much white in her. I believe this one has way too much white, not enough coloring in the breast. It does have a good potential up here, but it's just too white in my opinion for that breed. This one, this one's hard to judge because it's looking at me. Let me my standards outside. Let me go get it for I can just make sure. But I do believe that's too much white on that. Right, oh, perfect. It's right here. Let me see. Uh-huh. Nope. Sorry for this small brief. I'm just want to make sure everybody gets a fair chance, and just because I don't know, let's see. Pharrell's 145. So I will say by the standard, it is a little white. I think they want a gold. Let's see the breast. Body creamy white. That's not, I would say body is a creamy white. They want the front and salmon brown lace with creamy. I will say, maybe it is supposed to be a creamy white with you know what? Looking at I am so sorry, guys. See, this is why you get this. I'm glad I got my standard out. She is definitely she's very meeting the standard. This one, I will say, reading my standard now would be this one has too much creamy brown in it, not enough white. This one has a nice creamy white. I wish I could see some of the other parts because it does look like it's losing some of the. You see how like right here it needs to be more evenness. So I will say she is very nice creamy white, like the standard calls for. This one would be. See, I'm not afraid to say when I messed up, and I'm sorry for whoever's bird this is. It's working at my standard. The chest, the breast is very nice and well cared for, and does match how the standard should look. And so I am so sorry about that. For best in variety, looking at my standard, if you guys get your standards out, if you want, you can follow along. This guy, I will say, definitely meets the standard. I wish it had more of the crusted puffs right here. It is lacking that. This female that is good. I can see it more prominent on her. You can definitely tell how the picture definitely can show. Like this guy, you can see. I wish the tail was up a little bit more. I wish the leg right here was more covered in feathers, like the standard ass is kind of bold on its leg right here. The wing is perfect. It is very nice. I will say it's going to my deciding factor is going to be between this female right here, SF SO2 and Ken 2. I will say both of them are very nice. I just wish again it's going down to the pictures, and if I'm looking at pictures and looking at how I would want, I wish this female was posed like this male, and sadly this male is going to beat this female just because of how that picture is looking. Then it will go 3, 4. And then best of breed would be again best in breed, reserve of breed. And again, if it was in person and I got to touch these birds and I got to see them how they moved, it could be switched. These two are both very nice, well put. I would say for this breed, I will say it could have been in any of them. And watch a judge. If I was talking to a different judge, they might have put this female above this male just because of other factors. And then Morans. So copper Morans are very difficult. They are also one of those breeds that I perfect Morans. All right. For the Morans, I had to get my standard out again. I think I accidentally spread miscommunication on the clavicle. I am so sorry, y'all. I know I'm backtracking to go back to the clavicles. I do believe I accidentally ID'd the toes on them. I do believe they are also have 4 toes. I was thinking of the Houdan for some reason. The Houdan has 6 toes. I know that for a fact. Let's see the Morans. You are wanting to, um, yeah. Um, are these males? What are these? Yeah, these are young males, correct? Yeah. So I will say these two are my top contender in this class. I will say I am so sorry, whoever bird this is. It's just lacking Moran coloring. Um, the Moran uh is supposed to have a nice golden top, and then a nice even body. Like it's both of these are, will say, are lacking the color pattern a little bit. It could be because there's supposed to be a Wheaton Moran, and so that could be it. I will say this male right here has a gorgeous comb. I will say, gorgeous tail feathers, gorgeous breast. He is going to be number one, and then two, and then three. Let me. You know what? This one has two photos. Let me check out both photos to give it an even. Uh, Again, it's just lacking the coloristic. It also, I will say, kind of looks like a hen. In my opinion, it is hard to tell, but it does look like a hen instead of a cockerel. I mean, so just a FYI to that person. Um, for the females, the young females, like I said, I think the last photo that was on the is a female because it should be over here. You will see this with a lot of the Morans. You're not gonna a lot see, so like this kiddo. If you look, has come up here. This kiddo's missing. I will say to judge. I hate to say that I can't see a lot. I will say this photo is very hard to judge this kiddo in. Um, the lighting for these two. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, y'all. The lighting in these two are really well lit. Just because I can see that goldness and that goldness. I would say it's more gold than anything. This kiddo is going to be my number one. It looks like these are all copper Morans instead of Wheaton Morans, and so copper Morans are different color category, of course. Um, I will say I wish I could see that gold in her. I can see it a little bit. I just it's not. And I'm sorry to say this one, and then it's going to be this one, and then this one. And the reason why I chose this kiddo over this kiddo is because I can't really see that gold like you can see on her and her. It's really hard to get that coloring on her. If you know what you know what I'm trying to say, y'all. And then for best of variety, it's definitely going to be one, two, three. I don't even know how that one made it on there. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me make sure I clicked. Oh, that's why that one made it on there. This one should be two. I see there, guys. Let's probably go back and check our work. Because I forgot to hit two on this one. So this one's going to be two. And then group. Make sure I judged them all. Why was it already about to be dead? This computer dies really fast, mama. And then best in breed, of course, would be one, two. For Polish, alrighty. I will say this kiddo is a very little skinny. very hard to judge because of the of how he's standing. It looks like it's supposed to be a buff lace. I can see the lacing in it. I'm glad they gave me two photos. Still, I wish that
I think oh,
crest or that poof, if you want to say, because it goes all the way around his head. How good that lacing is, it's hard to see. I I can see it. It's there. It's lacking in the tail a little bit. All the way around, it does have the lacing that you want in the pin. It just needs a little bit more. If that makes sense. Um, let's do next group. My next group, okay, would be the non-bearded buff lace. You see how this one has very hard to tell lacing. If you zoom in on it, you can definitely see how there's not much. You can definitely tell if you see it. There's not much lacing on these feathers at all, and it looks like there's more white, and then it goes white up here, and then there's no lacing down here. There's no lacing in the poof. It's more white. It does get a one, but it's getting a one piece of kind of like a default. A bit more lace scenes on. That's all I wish. And the body I wish there was a body. Rebecca, that was the best in variety. Let me hit it. For the non-bearded crest. Okay, so here's another picture.
oh, sorry.
This kiddo is lacking in the poof, if you want to say. It kind of looks sad, I will say. It looks like it's either going through a mold or it got cut off. Not very prominent, like out there poof. It does have a nice body. I wish the tail was a little bit nicer and fuller, but for what I have today, it is a nice Polish. This female is beautiful. I will say, I wish, I wish it and the face was turning this way, but for what I have, it's a very beautiful, nice, very conditioned Polish female. I will definitely give that one a one. For wow, we're getting good job. We're getting a little bit more. We're getting more. So for the old females, so you can definitely tell the difference in. Let's see, I have two of them. So look at these two right here. Just looking at me. Both, at least both of them are looking at me. I will say both of them are looking at me. Now they're looking at me in different ways. This one I can see its tail, I can see its body, I can see the head. This one I can't see it. Really bad looking at me. No tail. It looks like there's actually no tail. It looks like it just got cut off. It looks like it's in a cage. It looks just looks like it's scared. This one looks like it's more in its environment, more comfortable. This one looks like it's scared. Not really showing for me. Not really. The only thing that's going for it is looking at me. For today, it goes 1, 2. For out of these four that I have here today, my best variety would be this kiddo right here. This one's gonna be 1. This one's gonna be the 2, 3. I would be scared. Watch out for squirrel tail, and then 4. Unrecognized varieties, old males. This one looks like it's supposed to be like a candy corn type Polish. This one at least has a poof or a crest on it. This one really isn't showing his crest. It does show the V cone, so that's really nice. Um, has a nice tail, nice photo. I mean, this one looks like it's hanging, perching on something. Kind of hard to tell. It looks like it has a flat back, straight up tail. Um, to look at this non-recognized variety just by the characteristics, I am going to go with one. Uh, again, this is one. This is two. For Polish, best in breed, let me go down to my female black white crested black. This kiddo right here be my best in breed. Now that's just because of today. My second best in breed would be this kiddo. Reserve third. Um, a queen brown leghorn. I got two pictures, so I'm glad I got two pictures. Both this picture is very nice. I like how it's standing. It looks like it has a nice body on it. I don't see no wing damage. Very nice penciling. You can tell the penciling is very nice on this kiddo. I definitely like the lacing. Everything's really nice on them. This is a very nice bird. Continental unrecognized standard. Let's see. It looks like these two, I'm saying, the same breed, like the same bird, same breed, same name. I am going to place one of them, and I'm going to disqualify the other one because it's not fair that there's two going against this one. This one looks like, I will say, I know it's an unrecognized breed, so watch. I don't know what the breed is. It looks like it has squirrel tail. Just gonna say, you will find sometimes squirrel tail is more known. I will say this one has a nice comb, nice body. And again, it could just be because of the picture and how it looks like it's taking downwards. It could not. It could just be me saying weird, crazy stuff. I would just say. It is hard to judge a non-recognized breed. I do like the coloring. I don't know what you like. It's really beautiful. But again, this one looks like it has yellow in it. But again, nice comb, no frostbite, no nothing. I will say this one's going to be one, and this will be two. This is the only one. Looks good. I wish it was a side picture of her instead of a diagonal, if you want to say, picture of her. Looks like she's very clean, very good condition bird. So I will say against these two, hands down. We will see out of these three. I will say it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just because this kiddo I can't really see compared to all the other ones. And then 1, 2. And then again, kind of hard to judge. Looks like he's pecking or running. I like the color. It has nice coloring right here. Good things going for it. All right. Then I just. Oh, ha. Sorry, guys. I was like, then I just. Okay, so we're going through and placing champion continental. So the champion continental, I have a nice group of continentals here. All very nice, well kept continentals. I will say, what is sticking out to me today, I will say, is the males. The is this the cockerel, or the male Simon Farrell. Another one that's really sticking out to me is this male right here. He's going to be second. I'm going to go back up and choose my female as I'm going to come back up, and I'm going to come back up and choose my male Cavalier as third place because I really like how he is and stuff. If it lets me choose Edgar. Come on. And then let me choose him. 4. Let's see. 1, 2. All right, English class, the opposite of the work. I have this is a male, young, very nice, very nice condition. I like how he's standing. I wish I could see his feet, make him all correct and make him all nice. But for what I have here, is a very nice, clean bird. Oh. So compared to my last bird that I just saw, she is not in the best condition. She is lacking. She's kind of dull, I would say, in her coloring. You could definitely tell she's dull. She looks more brown, and if I'm being honest, she doesn't look very black or clean black. She looks very skinny. She doesn't look very buffy like the male did. I know it's a female versus a male, but I think it's just the condition she's in. She is getting a 1 because she is the only one in my class for the young females, but it's just she's not a very clean looking bird in my opinion. These two versus each other, very beautiful, very well pert birds. Wow, very beautiful. I wish I could see, like, you see how this one I can see the green, like the pattern because of the lighting. This one's kind of darker. I definitely enjoy both of them. I definitely wish you could tell he's in a box, kind of scared because he's not. He's kind of walking around. This guy is walking around, but I can still see his posture, his very pose. Let me make sure I don't have anyone else in this class. Granted, you get some, but these two, it's going to be 1, and then he's going to get a 2. For my old female, Midnight. Again, you can just tell, very dull, very. I don't know how to tell you, but the coloring is dull to me. Not as clean as the males. The males are out definitely out riding these the Opsalorps today. Um, she's lacking in some parts. I will say her skull structure, her back, very lacking in those characteristics. Um, I also it's just her photo. She yeah. If I had to choose best of variety, it would be against this kiddo and this kiddo, for sure. I'm gonna look at both of them, and we will. Let's see. If it let me load. Um, for me today, and what I got presented today, out of the young male and the old male, I will have to say, for being so young, he is a very beautiful bird. Um, you know what? I'm gonna choose the young one as my first. I'm gonna choose you as my second, you as my third, and then I will say I'm not choosing a fourth and fifth because I will say the two females just aren't there for me. I'm sorry. I know, like I'm not. I'm just gonna do, and then of course best in breed, one, two. Um, Orpingtons. A very nice black Orpington. Very nice structure. I will say, as a little kid, when I was growing up, I always thought that Orpingtons and the Cochins kind of looked like each other. They kind of had the same characteristics as each other. It's just one's feather feeded. Of course, there's a lot of different other things, but one's feather feeded, one's not. Um, they are both very beautiful birds. So you're kind of looking for the same kind of position. How I always say this one again, I will say kind of dull. Don't know if it's just the coloring, but you can definitely see there's not very. It's not iridescent like some of them other ones are. It's very dull looking. Um, Look at that kiddo, guys. Look how this is gorgeous. Look at that green. Like, look at that. Look at that sculpture. Look at that face. Look at that, guys. Look at that chunky body. That wing carriage is beautiful. Like, everything is gorgeous. I like how this bird holds himself. Again, it's a photo, so I can't really tell you how it's given. Like, if it could be because it's in the show ring. It could be the worst bird there, but because of today and how it's holding itself, it's for me. It's the best bird today. Um, this kiddo is going to be second place. Oh, precious. I'm so sorry, guys. I have a yapping poodle and French bulldog that like to bark. For the Blues. So the Blues, again, guys, I believe these are the same photos. I will say I know these are the same photos. I'm just gonna say there's no way. Yeah, there's no way this person has the same exact male. I don't know this kiddo. Yeah, I'm definitely again when I see two males of the same or same photo. I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna disqualify one, and I'm gonna place the other one. Just because it's the only one in the class, it is going to get a one. I do like it. I definitely like how dark it is, how nice and clean this kiddo is, how very very well put together. I will say, I really like it. I really um, I'm looking through my standard again. I am so sorry. I just want to I just want to see something. When you look at the blue Orpington, you might want to watch out for vulture hawks. I have seen them on Orpingtons before. I know it's very rare, but I will say it's not miscommon. It does happen when you mix a Cochin and an Orpington together. It can cause vulture hawks, and I believe just looking at the picture, this might be a vulture hawk, y'all. And I just don't know. Again, without holding the bird, it is very hard. That's why sometimes you don't see. A lot of people say there might be squirrel tails in pictures. You might not see them say there's vulture hawks because again, it is very hard to determine that type of thing. Um, Look at these two very different blues in these Orpingtons. And that is something to be unique about, that they could be both blues, but they're very different. Like this one's dark, this one's light. This one has no poof, this one has poof. Very different, very different characteristics. This one has a nice comb, big comb. This one doesn't. This one has nice wattles. This one doesn't. It really depends on what you're looking for. And as a judge, what you're looking for. I will say, to me, none of these give me Orpington vibes. I'm just gonna say it. This one gives me like a Cochin mix. This one gives me maybe a none of them really give me Orpington vibe. None of them really give me, wow, that is a good Orpington. Not saying they're not bad. It's just right now, as when I'm looking at the characteristics are not there for Orpington. I like how this one's very nice condition. Very nice blue, very evenly blue. This one is darker. I said I like dark blues. Yes, I do. This one is blue. It's just a little spotchy. This one is nice and even. For a Orpington today, this one's going to be first. This one's going to be second. If I look at my Orpington, do I see a nice big comb on that female? I don't think so. That's what I'm going to go look right now because I don't see when I saw it last. When you look at a Orpington, you kind of want a comb. You want to see a comb. Like this one, you see a comb. This one, you really don't. And the standard, you do want to see at least a little bit of a comb. And this one, I can't really see a comb. So that's why you just have to, like, in this case, you're just choosing what you believe could be the best fitter. And for me today, I feel like this one gives me more Orpington vibe, more, yeah. Comparing these two, I will say this kiddo is definitely going to be my best variety. Oh wait, hold on. I have one more. Best variety. Reserve a variety. And third. Oh no. 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 Guys, can you still see me? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we can still see you.
Okay. I thought I just exited out everything. I am so sorry, y'all. I got scared for a minute. Okay. We're still rolling.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right. Back to buffs. Buffs coming, I will say they're just like a blue. You're going to see totally different buffs. Like you can see right here. Look at these two. You can see this one's darker. This one's lighter. Very different. This one has a little bit more body. This one is kind of leaning down. It really depends. I will say this one, and then it goes this one. I like this one, and this one goes second. This one I like. I definitely like how it's holding its wing. This one I feel like holds its wing kind of lower, in my opinion. I like it up a little bit more. This one I like how he holds his head, his nice head, nice comb. I definitely enjoyed that, in my opinion. I also think he just is showing more buffness. This one's like leaking more sloppy or coloring buff. This is a nice female, kind of. It's a nice female, nice even buff on her. It's kind of hard to judge her. She is definitely, in my opinion, looking at the picture, kind of skinny, but at the same time, she does look thicker than some of the ones that I have judged in person. So photos can tell you a lot. It does look like she is thicker. Um, this guy, I will say, is hard to position because he is like kind of again looking at me like I am diagonal from him. He does have nice buffing in him. I'm kind of losing it. There's look like it's kind of like you can tell like there's different shades of buff in him. And again, that's what you're gonna find out with a lot of buffs and blues. You're gonna find multiple different colors on one bird. He is nice. He is in kind of rougher condition than some of the other buffs that I have seen today. But he is here. He is good. For my best in variety buff, I will definitely be choosing this one for my reserve. I will be surprised, shockingly, and I am going to be choosing my female over here. I'm going to be choosing this male for my third, and then my other male, Zeus, I like that name, for my fourth place bird. My next group I have are unrecognized breeds of Orpington. I am going to say I don't know if this is going to be a chocolate. It kind of looks like a chocolate. It also kind of looks like a black, in my opinion. I would really like to know the parents of this bird because and wonder why whoever entered it put it under unrecognized breed because I will say it kind of looks like a black bird, but at the same time, it could be a chocolate Orpington, and maybe that's why they gave it a unrecognized variety. For my best in breed, I will say it is going to be my black. Then I'll go down to the buff. I really enjoyed this buff today. I really enjoyed all of the Orpingtons today. Most of the Orpingtons that I saw today definitely gave me Orpington vibes. They all had the characteristics. They just all showed it differently. My third place Orpington would be this bird right here. He is third. My fourth place Orpington is going to be this male, and then third place would be the buff female. You know what? I'm gonna switch these. So I'm gonna put the buff third, and then I'm gonna put the blue fourth. Or hold on, I think I messed that up. Yeah, I'm gonna move him fifth and move her fourth. That's what I want to do. Hopefully, I chose fourth. No, I chose third. Just go over to fourth. Because I do have one, two. Yeah, okay, perfect. All right. Light Fluxix. They're in the English class, of course. They are. This one is a very nice. Looking at my standard because again, I like to look at like if I don't know a breed, I will definitely be looking at my standard. This is a very nice bird. His wing is carrying kind of lower, in my opinion, than what I wish. I wish it was up a little bit, but for having the very nice. I wish the penciling of these went all the way kind of more closer to his wattles and closer to his earlobes. But for all of that, he is a very nice bird. Very nice, well kept, clean bird. For the young females, let's see what I have. I have. I have 5. Okay, wow. The very last one is kind of hard. I don't know if that's black in his wing. But look how nice that comes all the way down, goes starts by the earlobe all the way down, nice and clean. I do see where it can get lost, like the white and the black gets lost together. There's not very much evenness on there, but it is very nice for being a young female. Another nice one was me just I looked at them very quickly. Would be this one. I really like number 3. This one's really nice. Let me look up here. This one is a little bit dark on the lip thing right here. It also kind of goes too far for me. It goes really far. You really don't want to go past the wing bone, and it kind of goes really far down. This one is nice, but it's still not showing the nice white lace that like the penciling on here. I will say top of my class for these young ones in really nice condition, really nice bird would be this one. I really enjoyed that one. My next place bird, like this one's really nice too. If you give me stop it, it's nice. It has a nice body. I will say the wing is kind of throwing me off. It just points and it's there. It's not really flush with the body. Like you see how like this one's really nice and flush with the body. I will say this one is really nice up here too. It's going to be very. I wish it kind of just cuts off like a scarf. I wish it was more going evenly up and stuff. Like let's see, does this one go all the way? Yeah. So like this one kind of knocks it. So I will say this one will be 2. Let's do 3, 4. 5. Next group. My old females. Alrighty. So you see how like that one's really nice. It goes all the way up almost to its ears, then comes down, cuts off like a scarf. Very nice laid bird. You kind of see how this one kind of gets spots and it doesn't really lace. This one is very nice. Let's see. I already talked about that one. This one would be hard to judge, just because it is not in the best photo care. I will say this one is nice. It's lacking in the tail. Again, another one that would be very, look how nice and clean it is. Very nice and structured. It's just hard to judge in this picture condition. I can definitely see that it has a lot going for it, but it also has a lot going against it. 1, the camera angle. 2, the coloring of the picture. 3, the wires is blocking some of the feathers that I like to see. I will say the top one for this class is going to be this one right here. I do like it. I would really enjoy to put my hands on it, get my hands and see how it looks and feels in my hand. I will say my next favorite one would be, I know it would be, 2. I'm trying to determine to see which one, because that this one it would be 3. 3, 4. 5. Perfect. This is best in variety. Again, these are all very nice birds. I will say I wish I could get see them in person, see how they act in a cage, see them. There's a cage can tell you a lot. I will say a cage can break a bird or it can win a bird. And my top 2 are definitely going to be one of these 2 today. I definitely enjoy looking at both of them. They both have that condition. I will say this one definitely has more of that standard going all the way up to the neck. This one looks like it's cut off. So for me today, it would be 1, 2. This one's gonna be 2. And the reason why I switched them is because again, you want that coloring, that blackness to go all the way up that head. And this one, the female right here, really shows that. It goes all the way up to his earlobe. This one, it cuts off kind of right when that waddle starts. I wish it was up more, if that makes sense to y'all. It's just the picture, just the body. It could be that it's there and it's just behind it. I can't see it. Um, my third place bird. I already have a third place bird, and then we're gonna be.
Oh, stop.
Fourth and fifth. Alrighty, my Spuckle success. All right, I actually went to a show yesterday and judged at a county fair, and I chose a Spuckle success to win second place. I think this is a very unique breed, very cool breed. I enjoy it. I know why it's super hard to breed. The coloring pattern is very hard to get correct. There is breeders out there that have very well bred, amazing gall dropping speckled sexes, and they're gorgeous if they get that coloring correct. You want a white dot on every single one of those feathers. You do not want multiple on one. You don't want none on one. You want it to be perfect. Um, oh, I have to choose between. That's crazy. Okay, I am so sorry, y'all. Uh, I thought there was going to be a little bit more competition for that breed, that variety right there, but there was not. There's only one bird, and I will say it's hard to judge her. She's not posing very well for me. It's not posing how I would want her to look. She is lacking in those dots, like I said. You can tell there's some, but she's very lacking in them. It's very. That's why I wanted to show you. So wanted to see if there's more. Again, this one's gonna be my first place, second place, and then she would be my fourth place and third place bird. I got English best in class. Okay, my best in class for English, all of them are very nice, very well taken care of birds. I would say these pictures are beautiful. I will say these birds are very well kept care of. They're very beautiful birds. Um, people they might be upset with me to do this, but I will say I'm going to choose her as my best English, and then this kiddo up here, the male, is going to be my reserve English. And then let's do third. Here we go. Mediterranean. Okay. Um, um,
Firecracker, how did you get out?
okay. So again, like the speckled success, you want a dot on each one of these. This male, I will say, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know. He kind of looks sad. I'm just gonna say it. He just by the pictures, I don't know why it does that. I don't. That's weird. This kiddo is nice. I wish he has a little bit more spots, but again, I can't really see him. I really can't really see pick him up. So maybe in person, he has more spots. He does look like he does have more spots on him. It's just hard to see um, those spots. I do like how he has a nice comb. I wish he has a weird comb, not are they rose comb? No, they're just maybe this is the rose comb. This is the single comb. It's just this one looks very sad. That one has a nice flop to it. Way too much white. I will say she has more white than the male, and just too much. Too much. I like dot white on my monocons, but that's too much. Too much white. But still very nice. Still very nice body. Still good. It's just that those spots are just too much. For my best in variety, I will say kind of give it away. Um, it's gonna be one. I will be surprised. I will say just because she's standing better, posing more for me. I feel like she fits the standard just by standing there. Good. This kiddo looks just I don't know wet, kind of sad looking, and maybe he just isn't having a good day today. I'm just gonna say maybe Adam's not having a good day, and Adam, hope your day gets better. Best in breed, of course, is going to be Lorizzo, and then Glenda is second. The Leghorns, I don't know what's going on here. I'm glad they gave me two pictures, though. That's good. I'm glad they gave me two pictures because all I see is a head. Right now I see brown, like not white. It looks gold. Do you not see that, guys? Like you could really see it on this picture right here. It looks like there's brown in it. I don't know if it's just dirt or if it is both of them. I'm sorry to say, I really cannot see the body on either of these. How I'm looking right now, just by the coloring, by what I have to go against, it's going to be the one and the two for me today. Maybe when I go to a show and I get to judge both of these in a show cage in a with the yeah, it's just today and how the pictures are falling. The one right here is gonna be my first place winner. For my best in variety, I'm just gonna go 1-2 again. Um, my Spanish. I think that's more of a white face. I'm just gonna say it looks more of a white face. Just off the bat, without even looking at my standard, that looks more of like the black face. Let me find it. It's called the white face splash. But I don't think it's a splash. I think it's just a white face.
White-faced black Spanish would be under Spanish for here.
Okay, perfect. Yes, the black Spanish. Perfect. That's what I thought. This is a male. Has nice white face. I wish it was a little bit more down here. It needs to be a little bit longer than the beard itself. Or the wattles. I mean the wattles itself. But for what that female has for it, it is good. It is very, very nice, clean. I know a lot of times you would see, even some of the breeders, you would ask them, they would say that you could get a little bit spotty coloring in the earlobes, but for how she is, she's doing very nice. And then the best in class, I will say, it will definitely be. It will go to just because I like her posture, her conditioning. She fits the standard a little bit better than the other two. It would go 1, 2, and then 3. And then best in show. Okay, guys, we finally made it to best in show. I will say my best in show. All of these that are on champion row, well deserved. Well deserved. I definitely was glad to see some of these beautiful birds up here. I am excited to place them. I'm going to start with going from 5 to 1. I think it'd be more funner to start going to 1 to 5. They are all very beautiful, all very nice birds. I would be very happy to put any of these on my champion row at a real show if this was my choices. For what I have here today, my number 5th place bird in the show for the junior largefowl today is going to be, let my computer load. It is going to be the white-faced Spanish. Number 4 for today, I will do the Semiferal is my 4th choice. My 3rd choice for today's show will be the chin in there, I think it's called. My 2nd place bird is going to be the light success, if I can stop on her. She's going to be my 2nd place, so reserve grand champion. And then for today's show, the 2026 Junior Largefowl Show, I'm pleased to say the Largefowl Black Cochin is going to be the champion of today's show.
All right. Congratulations to everyone who entered the show. Results are available on the virtual show site, and you can see them as we were judging. If you have any questions afterwards, feel free to forward them to Austin, and don't be afraid to tell him that he did a fantastic job, because we're so grateful to have him come in and judge today and give so much feedback on all of the birds. Yeah. And with that being said, we'll see you all tomorrow for the open section of the show.